Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to finish this, I'm calling it the summer blouse. It's the falling leaf summer blouse. And this is what it's going to look like. I made one and we're working on another one that we started last week. I just wanted to show you the finished product of it. Now this is a tunic, so you can make this as short or long as you want, but I made this a tunic so I could wear it as a tunic instead of a short blouse. So you could do this however way you want this. So anyway, we're going to go down and start. I'm going to show you how I came up with this. So we're going to go and finish it because we started it on last Monday. So we're going to finish it today. So, okay, I will see you in a moment. Okay, so we are back and this is what we have so far. And I remember telling you at the last video that we did 20, it was supposed to be, we was going to stop at 20 rows. I actually stopped at 15 rows. So, because it was too big. The butterfly sleeves were big enough and didn't need to be any bigger. So anyway, the first part of this, we did 15 rows of this falling leaf stitch. And then I took the corners and I put a stitch marker. I stitch markered the corners together. Okay, because that forms the sleeve, and we're going to start working around the bottom of this now. This is so cool. I wanted to do some measurements as well for you. So from the neck down, this measures about 7.5 inches. Okay. And from the sleeve to sleeve, that measures about 24 inches across there. So it's about 24 inches across there. So, you know, the sleeve is completely finished at this point. The sleeves they're going to stay that way. And now we're going to get started on doing the bottom of this. But like I said, I did mine as a tunic. So mine is long. But just to give you an idea, let's measure this real quick. If you wanted a tunic, it's about 17 inches from where we started down. If you wanted that. So it's about 17 inches. I ended up using 4 skeins of yarn in that. Alright, so I think my stitches came out. Yes, they did. Alright. Let me fix this. Alright, so we're going to chain 1 from here and turn, just like we've been doing. And starting in this stitch right here, we are starting our falling leaf stitch. So make sure you can see what I'm doing. Alright. And skipping 2 stitches and just keep going. Now, I'm going to stay with you here. because I'm going to tell you how to do the corners. We get to the stitch marker, and when we stitch marker the corners together, we're working our way over there. Alright, so we're going to, first of all, we've got our corner stitch marked here. Let me see. Yeah. So we're going to put these two together. Like this. And that means we've got our sleeve sewed together right there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this stitch marker out now, and I'm going to put it in the middle of those 3 stitches, the middle stitch. Come on. The stitch marker does not want to cooperate with me. Alright. And then you're just going to keep going around here, because, hang on, right here it is. See the sleeve right here? So we're just going to go right here. This stitch marker here is going to become a new corner right here in the next round. So right now we're just working our way around here and sewing the sleeves together pretty much. I was so excited about this because I actually came up with a seamless blouse. There are no seams in this blouse at all. And those butterfly sleeves were a happy accident. I didn't know it was going to come out that way, but they are so cute. I was so excited about that. I love those sleeves. So it is almost a sleeveless. The sleeve comes just a little ways down on the shoulder. It is there's hardly no sleeve there at all. So we just go all the way around like this until we get to our starting point. My color is changing again. I love the color changes in this. These colors are a little bit more bold than the other one I made. So I have one with very, very light colors and this one with bold colors, but they're both beautiful. So I'm so excited that I've got two. I'll have two new blouses when this gets done. And it took me 2 weeks to make that other one. Only 2 weeks. It went together so quick. I could not get over how quick it went together. So we're almost over on the other sleeve. Alright, so I'm going to take this out. I'm putting both of those together. This is the sleeve right here. I'm going to put the stitch marker back in the middle. And then we're just going to keep going. We're almost over at the other side. Now, of course, we get a knot. Come on. There we go. Alright, and I'm going to slip stitch to the very first stitch that we just started, chain 1, turn the whole thing around. Alright, now that row sewed your sleeves together. This row is going to be repeated until the end, however long you want your sweater. Okay, so this is like your repeat row. So we're just starting, going, you always be twisting and turning. At the end, you'll turn the whole thing all the time, which we knew that's what we've been doing. But underneath the sleeves, to make that long, to make the sides long the way I did, I'm going to show you what to do. But if you don't like the sides long, then don't do what I do. I'll show you what to do if you don't want the sides long. But I really think it's really cute the way it is. Alright, we're working our way back underneath the arm again, where we've got our stitch marker. We're almost there. Alright, so this is where we're at. Here's the stitch marker. There's 3 stitches. If you want the sides to be longer than the rest of it, what we're going to do is you're going to put a falling leaf stitch in each one of those 3 stitches. You're not going to be skipping any in between. And this one, I just did the middle stitch, and I'm putting that falling leaf stitch right in the middle stitch, because the middle stitch is one we're going to be working with most of the time when we come around. And then here's one last stitch right here, putting falling leaf stitch in there. Now, if you do not want the sides to be longer, you'll only do 1 stitch here. You won't do 3. Okay? And in which case, you won't need that stitch marker. So, anyway, then you just you skip 2 after your third one, you skip 2, and you go, keep going all the way around. This also increases and keeps making it bigger as well, so it will be really baggy and blousy, . Alright, so we're almost over at the other side here. Alright, so here we go with our stitch marker again. We need to put a falling leaf stitch in each one of those 3 stitches. And in that second bunch, we'll make sure we put a stitch marker in, because that'll be the bunch you're going to be working with the next time you come around. When we're increasing. So of these 3 that you made, the second one you always increase with that one. And then we complete our row. And I think I said this before, this is a nice project to sit down in front of a movie and watch a movie and just crochet. I love projects like that where I can sit and watch one of my movies and I don't have to think about it, because you don't have to count. All you have to do is just put these stitches, the falling leaf stitch, in every single crochet. And there we have it. So this row that we just finished, you will be um, um, repeating that row until you get this as long as you want it. And then once you get as long as you want it, then you're just going to slip stitch to where you started, chain 1, cut it off, and tie down the ends, and you're done. There is no border. There's it's already made its own border. You really don't need a border because you got this beautiful scallop on the ends. Look at this. Look at that sleeve. This butterfly sleeve. Oh, I am in love with this. I am so in love with this. And I am in awe of myself that I figured out how to do this. I am. I just can't get over that. How I figured that out. So I love this. I hope you guys like this. So this will be the end of this blouse. And I gave you measurements at the beginning. So you could do whatever you want, however long you want. You just keep going around just like that until you get it as long as you want. So, easy peasy. Um, I hope you guys really love this as much as I do. I absolutely love this summer blouse. Um, I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.